Hey folks, today is March the 9th. It's currently 9:43 in the morning. Getting a late start today. I had some problems with my Nodetrader platform this morning, but I was able to get it fixed and we should be back up and running now. As you can see, the market's been moving pretty sideways this morning. But around, let me see here. This is around 8:40 right here. And it looks like we had this low volume node. Market came down, came back up to it, and then dropped nicely. And then again here, this would have been my first opportunity at 9 o'clock, it looks like. And as you can see, this would have been a perfect manual LVN trade. Market came right back up to this level and then dropped straight down. Would have gave us enough to take 1 or 2 profit targets. And then this is a trade that the vendor took. Let me see if I can find that chart in here. Alright, here's his chart. Looks like this was his first trade, this aggressive scalp right here. But you can see this dark blue trade that he took. I didn't have this dark blue trade originally, so I had to come into my indicators back office and see what it was. DHVN zone trade, dark blue. And then what I did was come down here. Alright, here it is, HVN zone trades. I turned that to true. And then, as you guys can see, I had that set up right here. I'm not familiar with these at all, so we'll just have to continue watching them, seeing how they do. But here we had a low volume node trade. This was a purple trade. It sets off right off of this level. And as you can see, this level actually held for quite some time. So this would have been a relatively safe trade, especially since we had the high volume node directly above it. So lots of resistance up here. Looked like a really good day to be trading. Wouldn't have taken this scalp trade because it's right here at this reversal point. That's what this represents. This dashed red line here. And besides that, we had the high volume node right here. So obviously there was going to be lots of resistance up here. And it wouldn't have been worth it for me to get in at 66 and take a profit at 70. That's only a 4-tick take profit for a, what is that, 66 down to 54. So yeah, it definitely wouldn't have been worth it there. The risk to reward was off by a lot. But as you guys can see, we're now moving down here. And like I said, everything is just moving really sideways today, which is pretty typical for a Monday. But still, plenty of opportunities to make money. Just wasn't able to jump in. Only got about 15 minutes left. I gotta leave here shortly, so this is going to be most likely a pretty short video, but definitely check the vendor's website. Hopefully he'll post a video today, because I think he's done for the day. Because like I said, he posted his screenshots. As you can see, this is what he did. About 1600 today. If we make a lower low here and the market comes back up to this low volume node, that'll be a good spot to enter a short. But we didn't make a lower low. Alright, so let me go ahead and pause it. Again, I'll try to keep this video short if we're not going to get any trades today. At least I was able to show you guys an overview, and I also was able to get my Ninja fixed. I ended up leaving it on the entire weekend, and for some reason it just come Monday when I tried looking at it this morning around 9, it wasn't working. Alright, let me go ahead and pause it and I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, we just got a lower low right here. And as you can see, we have this level right here. So what I'm going to do is
Order pending.
we're going to place a selling limit right there. And as you can see, if the market does come up and fill us, our stop is going to be right above this level. So if our entry is at 69, we're looking at 79 being our stop level. And what happens here is the market has to get through our low volume node. It has to get through this high volume node right here. So It's a pretty high probability trade. Again, the market can do anything it wants to, but there's an opportunity there for us to take a trade, so we'll go ahead and take it if we get filled here. Be back with you guys shortly. Alright guys, we just got
Order canceled.
this print right here, as you can see. I would really love to get in on this.
Order filled.
Beautiful, we got filled here. So now we'll just wait and see if we're able to get in or get any sort of a profit. Wow, okay. And this is why I always check the 2-minute chart first. We bounced off of the high volume node here. Shoot, 49.48. Didn't even notice it, folks. Right here. Not even 2 ticks away from where I got entered.
Stop
And
filled.
of course the market takes me right up. And I remember on Friday I said I definitely need to start looking at the 2-minute chart. And what did I do today? I neglected to look at it and see where this high volume node is. So that's a bit frustrating. That once again here did the exact same thing. So that is a bit bothersome, because I could have avoided that trade altogether, but it is what it is at this point. Alright, so like I said, hopefully you guys can learn from the screw ups that I make here. Let me see what they're talking about here in the chat room. Alright, the vendor took this buy trade here. What is that? 49.52. So right here at this level. Alright, so he basically bought this low volume node. And again, that was a excellent place to be buying, because we got the low volume node on the 2-minute chart right here at 49.48. This would be a lot easier if I had multiple monitors, so that I could set everything up on different monitors. I had more than one monitor, but I actually had 3 at one point, but one of them went down on me, and the other one basically used for the chat room. So I try to keep this at the bottom and try to focus on the 300, but I think I might in the future try to put them side by side so I don't have to remember to bring this up. So yeah, a little bit frustrating today. Got started late, wasn't able to catch the winning trades that we had this morning. Neglected to check my 2-minute chart to show a high volume node right beneath my entry point, which was another mistake. But it's Monday and the market's moving nice and sideways, so we'll just have to continue waiting and see what happens here. This green level here might get a bounce off of it. But yeah, I really need to figure out a way, folks, where I can just keep this up. Alright. I might just use this for my second monitor and just stop with the chat room. Alright guys, I'll be back with you guys shortly. Alright folks, I just talked to the vendor. It looks like he didn't get this print, and I asked why, and it seems that in one of the previous updates he has it where basically if there's a low volume node, we won't take trades directly into low volume nodes. Obviously this is a buying level, and again this is something else that I didn't take into account, so I'm just really off this morning. Obviously I'm just gonna have to chalk that up to it being Monday and me being a bit behind today. But as you guys can see, we have this low volume node and we got a sell print directly into this low volume node, and the one of the previous updates basically doesn't take trades into low volume nodes. And we can see in here in the back office 5.3 check distance to high volume nodes for all scalp trades. Alright, so that's a high volume node. So if we get a scalp print directly into a high volume node, if I would have turned that to true, it would not have allowed me to take that trade. But as you guys saw, for example here, I wouldn't have taken this trade because of the high volume node. So just switching that to true basically just wouldn't have printed that trade. But I didn't notice this low volume node here, and obviously I didn't notice the high volume node on the 2-minute chart that was right beneath it. I really need to just keep both charts up so that I can watch them. So I'm going to do that from now on going forward. Instead of having the chat box up on my second monitor, I'm going to have my 2-minute chart up there instead. It seems to be the more important of the two. Anyway, we learned something today. It's 10:09 in the morning. Made a higher high here. If the market comes down here, I'm going to go ahead and jump in on this trade. Buying the limit, buying the stop, buying the limit. Here it is.
Order pending.
And we'll just see what happens. See if we get filled. We actually have a low volume node at 49.84 on the 2-minute, which is right here.
Order filled.
So let's see here. I'm going to post this in the room here. Alright, we'll push that down. We'll use 15 as our stop. And 15 is our take profit. That's a perfect level because we don't have to make a higher high here. So that's always good. And we'll just be patient and see what happens here. Tell you what, guys, this is a bit frustrating because just about everybody else is done trading for the day because they caught those trades early on. But it is what it is. Let me get my ninja back up. Now we're just going to be patient, watch the market. Whatever happens, happens at this point. I do need to be leaving here shortly, but figured since we had this manual LVN trade, we go ahead and take it. And actually, let me go ahead and pause it. I don't want to let this video run too long, and I'll be back with you guys once something happens. Alright guys, this was actually pretty interesting. We had a big spike up and then a big spike back down. So I'm not sure what that was about. Very weird. And let me check Forex Factory here real quick. Make sure we didn't have any news. 10:15. Okay, so we did have some news at 10 o'clock, which might account for this push here. But yeah, just gonna continue waiting here, see what happens with it. Alright guys, we had a nice push up here. If we were using a 10 for our take profit, that would have just gotten hit. We came within one tick of our price, so we'll go ahead and move that up. And again, lots of sideways action today. So hopefully the market will give us this first take profit here. I'll go ahead and push that down one tick because there's no telling if the market's going to make a higher high. We hope the market will bust through this level, but there's no guarantee that it will. Alright, so let me go ahead and pause it and I'll be back if we actually get a push through. Alright. Alright guys, we are one tick away from getting our
Target filled.
There it is. Alright, so that's our first profit target. And again, this is from a manual low volume node trade. And now we're just going to be patient and see if our next profit target, which is right here, gets hit. Alright folks, let me go ahead and pause. We're now at 20 minutes in, so I'll pause and be back shortly. Guys, at this point I think I'm going to tuck my stop right underneath this level here. It's only 4 ticks below our entry price, but hopefully we'll get some support at this level if the market decides to push down to it. I think it's worth it. So we'll just continue watching and see. Again, we're still well into profit here. And I have been just using my 2-minute chart on my other monitor. So that's made things a lot easier, especially on this 2-minute chart. We have this low volume node right here, which is a beautiful setup, beautiful thing. So we'll continue watching, and I'll be back with you guys hopefully shortly, because we're already at 21 minutes. Be back then. Alright guys, we just pushed up past this previous high here. Got this buying zone, have another, as you can see here, low volume node. Next take profit level is right here, 50.19. Alright, I'd like to take profit about 10 ticks above our previous level of taking profit, so that would be 14. So that's actually right here at this level. So we'll move this down a little bit. If we put it there, it should get hit relatively easily. Then we can just take a trailing on this last one here. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
Target filled.
Beautiful. So now we're just trailing this last contract here, and we'll go ahead and move this back up into break or into profit. Be back with you guys shortly. Alright guys, we're gonna see if the market bounces off of this level. We do have this selling low volume node right here, right above this buying zone and buying low volume node, so market might go sideways a little bit. But let me check the 2-minute chart. Nothing either direction here. High volume node is way down here. We still have this buying low volume node right here at 49.96. So we'll see if that holds here. 49.96. So that's right here, right above my stop. So now either the market will push through it, or it'll take us out right here.
Stop filled.
Alright, there it is. Stop was filled. Not a bad trade at all. And again, as you guys can see, we did make a higher high, so this is a potential buying opportunity right here. Alright, but it's about 10:30, so I'm going to have to stop there, even though this looks very tempting. And again, this was only with 3 contracts where I took that trade. Just want to see really quick how the market reacts to this level. Look at that. Buying pressure right there. So these levels work extremely well. And we would use a 10-tick stop and a 10-tick take profit. So 89 down to 79, stop would be right there. And actually, we would have been about 2 ticks away from getting our first profit target hit if I would have entered that trade. So it's no telling right now whether the market's going to go up or down. But that's going to be it. And again, I made lots of mistakes today. And I'm going to actually write it on this piece of paper to check the 2-minute chart while I'm trading, and to leave it up on this second monitor, because we shouldn't have had this loss right here. I shouldn't even have taken that trade. But no point in complaining about it now. So I will see you guys on the next one, on the next day rather. Take care. Bye.